Hello and welcome to your writing assignment for today, Tuesday, August 18th. Today in writing, we are going to be practicing how to free write. And free writing is exactly what it sounds like. It's just a way for us to write in a free type of vibe, okay? So the first thing that you're going to need to do for your writing assignment today is watch this YouTube video. And once you're done with that, you're going to move on to step two. Step two is very important in the free writing process, which is just kind of having some type of reference to look at when maybe we're having a really hard time figuring out what to write about. So I've created down here a My Heart Map for y'all to fill out, and I'll go ahead and open it for you. And the My Heart Map is a really great resource for y'all to kind of pull out and reference and look at and remember, oh yeah, these are things that I really love in my life. And hopefully you'll look at this heart map and think, oh yeah, I can write about that. So the directions are right here. It's that you can click on each section of the heart map on the next slide to list out some of your favorite things. And also I gave you the option that if you would prefer, you may add a picture into that section and then maybe write some text over it. The directions are over here on the right, but I also will be showing you how to do that in this video. So I'm going to click on the next slide now that I have familiarized myself with the directions. And it says fill in the heart with the things you love. If you don't have an idea for writing, look at your heart. That's exactly what I just said. So the whole purpose of doing this video or doing this heart map is right there in that bottom left corner. So the first thing you're going to do is click into a section, which a text box will pop up, okay? And then you will start writing. You might need to double click. That means click 2 times in order to see the little cursor bar pop up. So I know right off the top of my head, one thing that I love so much are my dogs, if you guys couldn't already tell. So I'm going to type in my dog's names, which is Viola and Steely, because I love them equally. So if you can see, my text kind of went over the black line and it doesn't look very nice, right? So what I'm going to do is highlight by double clicking. Okay, or with your finger on your iPad, you're going to double tap and you're going to highlight all of the text. And this is just if your text is too big. I'm showing you what I'm doing with mine because I want it to look nice and neat. I'm going to decrease the font size right here. That means I'm going to make it a little bit smaller until it fits. And it looks like, wow, that fits now. So now I'm going to kind of move it up a little bit, just for my own sanity, and I love right there that my little dogs are there. Another thing that I really love so much is, oh my gosh, I love summer. And actually, you know what, I'm gonna put that over here. And then, you know what, I'm gonna put a picture there, just because I feel like it. So I'm going to show you guys how to insert a picture. So I'm going to go up here to the top where it says insert, and then I'm going to drop down to image, and then I'm going to search the web. And then over here on the right hand side, a little search bar area will come up, and I'm going to search for a sun. And I'm going to find a little sun that I think is cute. I think this guy's cute, so I'm going to insert it, and it's going to give me a little guy right there, and I'm going to drag it over. And since I'm noticing when I put my sun over here on this side, it actually covers up my writing, and I don't want it to do that, so I'm going to drag it over instead. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click onto summer, and then I'm going to right click with, well, it's called a right click, but you're going to use 2 fingers, or you're going to right click. It's up to you. That means that instead of the one button, you're going to use the other button on the right hand side. And then I'm going to select order and bring to front. That means that when I drag this little sun over there now, it will be on top of the text. Or sorry, the text will be on top of the image, right? So like I said, I did that because I wanted to add an image. You don't have to do this. I just kind of wanted to show you an option if you chose that you did want to do that. One more thing that I really love is, oh my gosh, I love cooking. It's like one of my favorite things to do. So another option, if you don't want to deal with the arranging the text and setting the order to be on top like I did with the summer, is you can always move your text box over a little bit and then use some of that extra space to put an image. So I'm going to find an image that can fit right here, and I can always resize it, right? So I'm going to go to Insert, Image, Upload from Computer. And something that has to, oops, sorry, I'm not going to go to Upload from Computer. I'm going to go to Insert, Image, Search the Web. And then I'm going to search for, what's my favorite thing to cook? Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and do cooking over here and see what pops up. Well, I don't eat meat, so I'm not going to pick that one. That stuff looks really good because it looks like vegetables. I'm going to take that guy because I love me some vegetables. And I'm going to make it small. This looks like some yummy food for stir fry or something, which is delicious. And I'm going to put it right there, just so I remember. Okay, so after you complete your heart map, you're going to go ahead and go back to your writing assignment. So I'm going to pretend like I'm done, even though I have a lot more spaces to fill out. But just for the purpose of saving y'all's time, I am going to go back to step number 3, and it says complete and submit the writing activity Google form, which is found below. So it's right here. And then it says optional. You may listen to the music in the YouTube video I have attached below while free writing. Well, one really big thing about free writing before we get to free writing is that I need to explain to you like how you do it. Okay, so with free writing, we're not going to be so focused on the conventions of our writing. So, for example, you're not going to worry about capitalization and punctuation all too much. Of course, if you know that something needs to be capitalized, like the beginning of a sentence, or you know that there's some punctuation that needs to go in, like at the end of a sentence, then go ahead and do that. But spelling and that type of stuff, don't worry about it. The objective of free writing is to just get your thoughts from your brain onto paper, but in this case, into this Google form, right? So we also need to remember to stay on topic during this free writing experience. So I'm going to pick one thing from my heart map. I'm going to go back. And of course, you should already know who and what I am going to write about, and I'm going to write about Viola and Steely. So a really important thing for free writing is to stay on topic. I'm not going to start talking about cooking and summer while I'm talking about Viola and Steely. I don't only need to talk about like what they look like, but everything that I talk about in my writing has to the central idea has to do with something about my dogs. So I'm going to click on that writing activity, and oh my gosh, yeah, you will catch me listening to this music while I am writing. And it might be very loud, so be aware. Headphones. Check your volume before you start. And I'm going to turn it down because I like some very soft music. And Viola must know that I'm going to be writing about her because she's right here ready for me to start writing about her. So I'm going to press play. Get myself all ready. Make sure I can hear the music nice and soft, not too loud. This is a great volume. And now I am going to start writing about Viola and Steely. So, like I said, Viola and Steely are the greatest dogs ever known to mankind. As true brothers and sisters do, they always look out for each other, and I'm gonna do look out for and take care of each other. Not only do they take care of each other, but they also do a tremendous job taking care of their mom, also known as Miss Callahan. When she is feeling, and you know what? I'm going to actually delete that and put taking care of me, because I want to write this in first person. So I, me, we. So taking care of me. Whenever I am feeling sad, they are always right there to cheer me up. It's almost as if they can read my mind. Sometimes I swear that Viola and Steely are smiling at me. I deeply believe that there are no two better dogs on this planet. You know what? Not on this planet. In this universe. So there's my free write. It was just, seriously, I didn't even think about that. And I know I'm a teacher and I love to lesson plan and, make sure that I have things going for you, but I'm not lying when I tell y'all. That just came straight from my head, and that's what I decided to write. Here's Steely. He said that he's very proud of what I wrote about him, and he thinks it's very sweet. Thank you, Steely. It was my free write activity. So I'm going to go ahead and submit that. I'm not going to do it because I'm the teacher and I was just kind of making this video for y'all. But y'all will need to submit it, then close it out, and then close out your heart map, close out of this YouTube video, and then don't forget, once you're done with your assignment, hit the mark as done button over there on the right hand side and take a brain break. Then I'll need you back for reading, but make sure to check your guided reading schedule to see what time you'll be meeting with me today, okay? I'll catch you in reading class after you're done with your writing. Have fun!